this video, I am going to be talking about the history of Hello Kitty, kind of how she started, kawaii culture, and talk a little bit about why she's still so popular today. So to start, Hello Kitty was born on November 1st, 1974. She is almost 51 years old. She's still iconic. I still love her. She is a representation of Japanese culture and also a representation of Sanrio. And she was a vision of the founder of Sanrio. His name is Shinataro Seiju, I believe. I probably said that very wrong. He actually started Sanrio by selling cheap rubber sandals, and he realized that they sold better when they had cute flowers on them. And he wanted to add animals to his sandals, so he had all of his designers start decorating with animals. There is one designer specifically, Yuko Shimizu, who decided to sketch some cats. And I can probably guess you know where this is going. She drew Hello Kitty, and that's when Hello Kitty was born. She is the founder of Hello Kitty, but it wasn't just her that made her an icon. It was the whole team of designers at Sanrio that continued to breathe life into Hello Kitty. I do have some photos in this magazine here that we already went through that I can show you. She's so iconic. Like, without her, we would not have Hello Kitty. We may have a Snoopy 2.0 or something, because they had actually researched and found that the dog was the cutest animal, but Snoopy was already created, so they did Hello Kitty instead. And now we have this iconic cute cat that is still iconic to this day. I mean, Snoopy is too, but now we have both, and I think that's amazing. Yeah, just absolutely remarkable how iconic she is. I mean, she started 50 years ago, and she's still iconic. I think the biggest thing with that is she represents peace and love and happiness and joy, and that was started after the wars. After World War II and Vietnam, Japan was, I mean, the whole world wasn't doing great. And in Japan, they kind of turned more towards trying to find the light in things, trying to find peace and happiness and positivity. So kawaii was created to, it was kind of created out of turmoil to create happiness, to create a sense of, you know what, it's going to be okay, the world's going to be okay. College students actually used kawaii to protest authority, and they sometimes used the cute bubbly handwriting of the culture in their classwork to, protest against authority and protest against wrong things. I think it's so cool, using cuteness for something good. Yeah. So again, it was created after the Cold War and the Second World War, Vietnam. I think Vietnam was a little bit later, actually. I think it was the Cold War and the Second World War that really started kawaii. Yeah, so during that time, they were trying to kind of rebrand themselves and say, you know what, we're not violent, and we don't want to be violent. We don't want to spread hate, and we want to spread love. So kawaii was born. Hello Kitty was born, and here we are today, still spreading love and kindness and joy. And like I said in one of my last videos, it's so important to have that because there's still so much negativity and violence in our world. So having Hello Kitty and kawaii is important for maintaining love and peace and joy and cuteness and all the things. It's iconic, and I think will always be. Yeah, Hello Kitty was a post-war icon. She's still iconic to this day. I love her. I think a lot of people love her, especially for that reason, for the positivity that she brings to the world. She was also associated with social change. So in the 70s, that's when a lot of women started coming into the workforce, and Hello Kitty was seen as, you know, a feminism icon, and being able to be like, nope, I'm a woman and I'm proud of that, and we can work just as hard as men. We don't have to be housewives at home. We can go to work. And I think that's so cool. I think that's amazing that she was part of the feminist movement, and she still is. She still represents femininity and being proud of that and being confident in yourself. She's also authentically Japanese, and I think that really helps like bring light to the culture and educate others on the culture. I think we tend to really get focused on our own culture, and I think it's important to learn about others and learn about others' lives and others' cultural norms. So I think Hello Kitty does a good job of bringing people together and spreading awareness and education and things like that. She's been popular since the 70s. When she first came out, she was super popular in Japan, but she didn't start becoming popular in other areas of the world until like the 80s and 90s. In the 90s, when the Japanese economy faltered, wasn't doing great, she was still so popular. Same thing here. She's been popular probably since the 80s and 90s is when it kind of came over here. Kawaii became popular, I think, shortly after it was popular in Japan. She's iconic, and she's still so popular to this day, and I think a big reason that is because she's stayed consistent. Things haven't changed. She's who she was when she was born 50 years ago. You know, and a symbol of peace and love and friendship and loving yourself and loving others and being confident and strong. And I think that's so amazing that when she was founded at Sanrio, when they were selling cheap rubber sandals, and here she is today, I think they probably bring in trillions of dollars to this day. Maybe billions. I'm not 100% sure there, but she's iconic for a reason. And yeah, well, that's a little bit about her history. Hello Kitty is a Scorpio, but she doesn't fully represent Scorpio. Scorpios can be a little rough around the edges sometimes, and I don't think Hello Kitty is that at all. Yeah. Well, we are about to celebrate 51 years with Hello Kitty this year, and we can deep dive more into the history of her, maybe more of a timeline of how she came to the US, how she became so popular. I will do another video about Hello Kitty and Friends and Rio and Friends, when they were all introduced, kind of their stories and things. But this was just a quick rundown of Hello Kitty's history, how she was founded, what she kind of represents to the world in kawaii. And yeah, okay, thank you.